So what we're going to do first here, I've already analyzed this book. So when you see a book, right, if the authors themselves have a part to play in the publishing, you will see the contents will be usually really good. Now this book is such that the authors themselves have actually, the people who are researching the book, they've actually published it. So you can tell that it's very good. So what you need to do before you get the book, you need to study it, analyze so you have a map where you are. And for example here, he's divided the book into fasl. Al-fasl al-awwal, al-fasl al-thani, al-fasl al-thalith, al-fasl al-rabi', and here, al-fasl al-khamis. So now again, this is a book we're going to be reading over and over. I'll be reading over and over again, because studying it. So again, when you want to get a mind map, this is what I do. So what I'll do here, for example, I'll get one of these, and I say, well, you know what? Here, there's 4 fasls. So I got different sizes. You get even like a really large size as well. So you've got a really big book with lots of sections and subheadings. You can use this as well. These sizes, Amazon, you get all of these. Okay, so I'm using 2 sizes because not that many discussions here. So what we do first of all, we're going to divide the book into categories. The fasl, we get one of these, and then the fasl. So page 10. And then when we're reading, we know exactly, we can locate ourselves around the book, and it helps us to understand where we are. When you're studying, sometimes you just keep on studying. You have to have a mental map where you are in the book. So for example here, we put one of these here. What's done? It's sticking out too much. It's a bit so we can get access to it. That's the first fasl. We know the first fasl because the 5 fasl. Second fasl. Alright, I'm just going to go back to it here. And the second fasl here is we have here. He's talking about the source of tafsir. Don't worry about the topic of the book. This is from my own side. I put another one here. So you know, fasl 1, fasl number 2, and then you got here. You know the fasl number 3 starts from here. You make another note, so we've got easy access within the book. We know where we are in the book, etc. We got the third one, so we know so easily you can navigate ourselves. And number 4 is on page 80. We go to page 80. Yeah, this is our 4th page. And then the final fasl is on page 104. You know what we've done? We've got a easy navigation to navigate the fasl of our book. Fasl number 1, fasl number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. So we easily can find our way around the book. But then sometimes each fasl has what? Like the main heading, whether you call it fasl or kitab or whatever. You have, for example, it's got 2 subheadings. See here? The headings we've got here. Al-mabhath al-awwal, al-mabhath al-thani. Within each main heading, what's it got? Smaller headings. Now, you don't really, depends on how big the book is. It's quite a small book. But if, for example, this is a bigger book, and they've got the same structure, so what you can do, for example, here, it's a lot more space. So you may want to do what? Put one of these small ones. I don't think in this book you might need it. So, for example, I'll do it for the fasl al-thani. So let's say, for example, in the second section, he discusses source of tafsir. So what we do here, for example, we know that there are how many sources? He's got here 5. So because they're quite separated, you get another color. Whatever color you want. Yeah, use green. You've got quite a bit of green. Now we do. You see here, look, put it a bit lower, so it looks a bit different. We've got a bit over here, and then here. Sorry, this goes here. This is the wrong page. So Mabhathul Awwal, the first discussion. So within here, it's got five sections. So you've got one here. So you know the first section is there. Second section is here. So when you're reading, it helps you. Maybe you might even know where the things are, not to locate it, but at least you know. It helps you get a mental map of the book as well. So along with helping you find it easily, it gives you a mental map of where you are, what you're talking about, what you're discussing. In theory, you should go here, innit? But if you put it here, when you're opening up the pages sometimes, you might put it this way and put it that way, and might get pulled off. So if you have it this way, you know to open it this way. If you open this one this way and you put that way, right, just pull it off. So I just put it here on this side, so it's all on the same side. But in theory, it should go that side. Oops. You got it? So now we know there's a third section. And then we've got here the fourth section. And then here we've got the fifth section. So now you can do this for as many sections as you want. It helps you navigate. So if I say, well, oh yeah, discussing the source of tafsir, the lugha is section 4 in here, found it easily. And not only does it help me easily locate it, but mentally my mind is adapting to the fact that the book is in 4 sections, about 5 sections. The second section has 5 main parts. So when you're studying a book, this is reading a casual reader is different. When you're doing a proper study, and this really helps. So for example, it's a small book, it's not that thick. But let's say example, a similar book. So now it's got a lot more spaces. So the same thing will happen, the same principle will apply. And here, doing the smaller headings will be very useful because each section is much bigger. So you can easily find and locate what you're doing.